not hear them talking to myself even though I'm talking to another person, because sometimes their voice won't show up in the stream, so... And that's just how it is, like, sometimes. I think the last time I did one was almost a year ago, but that's because obviously the Wi-Fi issues, and Ark isn't exactly a stable game, so... And the server that I'm on is currently just like mostly Americans, so they're probably still asleep by now. So I think like, because it's like 1 o'clock UK time. I think it's like 8 AM for them.
UK is 1:10 so...
Yeah. I hate when it does this. You know when you sleep in a sleeping pod and then you join back into the server and then it doesn't actually keep you in the pod, it bugs out and just keeps you out of it. I have to continuously leave the server and then join back to it just so it doesn't keep doing it.
What I normally do, because it happens to me on even if I use tech bed or the standard bed, I normally have a spare bed in there so I just fast travel.
That'd probably fix it, because sometimes like it'll just kick me out of it when I first join, and then I can't like ride my dinos or do shit. So. Ooh, yeah. So another thing for Extra Rodeo, I'm an admin now, so I can have a stupidly imprinted, a ridiculously imprinted creature. I picked a Rockwell Reaper, and I've got the code for that. I've got a code for it. So what the admins do, like, to help me is that like they'll just take the piss with the imprint, and then they'll let me have it. Oh my god, it's done it again. Really? Twice in a row? Yeah, it's done it again. Yep, it's done it again. Why? I take it you have this problem.
Yeah.
I don't know what the official people are going to do once the server shut down by the end of August.
No idea, mate.
August 31st, they're shutting down all the official servers. The unofficial ones are safe.
Yeah.
So, should be alright. They didn't say anything about any of the unofficial shit. They're just talking about the actual, like, official servers when it's like 1 times. 1 times taming and you're trying to tame a max level Giganotosaurus. You're gonna be there all day. I think in this video, like this stream, I might just hop over to Apocalypse, but I'm just gonna see what this Reaper is gonna be like, because if it's stupidly imprinted, it's gonna be nuts. And since I'm an admin as well, I can get my dinos painted for free.
Yeah.
It's just part of the admin stuff. You have a PvP map now, finally, on Lost Island. Lost Island, the laggiest and buggiest map on the game.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm in my fucking sleeping pod. Are you in the game now?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, what are you up to?
get some golden eggs.
Oh, from Hesperones.
Yeah.
What do you need them for?
What do you take?
Ah, the Rinianatha.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be able to show it once I've sorted out all the troughs. Because you know they're doing this, like this whole like, you know when they show the giant green line.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is, it's doing that. I'm probably gonna have to show people how to do the Carcharodontosaurus as well, because last time I was on streaming, I don't think it was actually released. I don't think. Okay, for people who are watching, this is the it's a giant insect, pretty much. A literal version of a bug.
What you can call it is the sky digger.
Yeah, it's like we have like literally 3 different versions now. We have the land versions, which have the Carcha and the Giga. The ocean version is the Moser, and now we have this. And you can go in the water with it, except the one problem I have with them actually claiming that is it has a oxygen tank. Which is just because it has an oxygen. I mean, it can glide across the water, which is probably what they're trying to say, but it's like they said it could go in the water, but since it has an oxygen tank, I don't really want to do that. Okay, well, apparently my creature is in the red crowfish. Okay. Oh, there it is. Holy shit. Okay, that's definitely imprinted.
Have you explained how they get one of them?
The imprint.
No, not the imprint. How they
Oh.
get one.
Okay, so for the Rinianatha, if people know how a Reaper cream works, you have to get a Rinianatha to... you don't have it imprint you have it imprint your dino instead, but in order for that to happen, you need to kill a Rhinianatha of any gender, and you'll get a pheromone gland. It's called a Rhinianatha pheromone. It kind of just looks like a orb, purple and stuff. And then once you have one, you need to go find a female. You have to damage the said female.
10%.
Yeah, down to 10% health. If you try to do any less than that, you're risking getting it killed. And once it's down to 10%, you need to have your dino to... yeah, to be on passive so it doesn't fight back, and for it to consume the pheromone, which will then attract the attention of the female to lay its eggs. Or in this case, impregnate your dino. In this case. And then...
The better as well.
yeah, the higher the level, the better too. Except when you get your dino impregnated, your dino will then start craving stuff, and this can be anything. It could be kibble, gasoline, it could be golden Hesperornis eggs. It could literally be anything your dino will crave. So it can literally be anything. Yeah. So really, I really would suggest like stocking up on like pretty much any food you can get your hands on. Like just anything. Like your dino will literally crave anything once it's impregnated. So I would suggest stocking up on like any type of food, literally anything. Kibble, meat, gasoline even. Yeah, they will crave gasoline too.
Even wood, most likely.
Yeah, like one time I fed my Tyrannus gasoline because that's what it craved. So it could literally be anything. So I'd recommend stocking up first before you try and get one of these things. Because you're gonna need it. Okay, what is happening to my game right now? Okay, yeah, so I would suggest that you stock up on like pretty much everything before you try and get one of these things, and the impregnation lasts around about 2 minutes, something like that. Yeah, it's something around that, isn't it? So
Something like that. But saying that, I don't really know, mate. But I know people who have done that. Yeah, it's a bit of. You need to have everything on in within like 10 seconds, but most likely after something happens.
yeah, so like it's not just like the main foods or anything. Like, okay, so there's 10-second intervals, and every 10 seconds it'll ask for something different. So I would suggest having everything ready before you try and get one of these things. So it's like, yeah, so, and then once you have it pregnated, the level will depend on how many times you've fed it, depending on the craving of the food that it asks for. You have around about 2 minutes, or at least I do on this server, to feed it everything at once. So yeah, there's that. Which, like, honestly, it's like, how do I explain this? It's confusing to say the least, especially like when people just start getting one of these things. Like, it's confusing for some, and really I can appreciate why it would be. I mean, it's only just a new dino, so people will still be learning on how to like get this creature and what's the best methods to do it. So the creatures that I used was a Rex and a Uti. You can do them with Carcass and Gigas, they work well. But also, I watched Raz Clark's video because he covered it, and the best one I would say, because I use UEs and Rexes, he said Brontos would probably work really well with it. Yeah, attack animals don't. Anything else, really, that's big, works pretty well, I'd say. I do UEs, Rexes, Triceratops works pretty well. The majority of the big dinos, Stegos, apparently don't work. And apparently they don't pick up the pheromone. I don't know if that's true or not. I've not tried it with a Stego. So there's that. So when you finally get your hands on a Iridianapha, it's a flyer, obviously, and it can go across the water, so you won't get dismounted like a Desmodus does or any other flyer in the game. So it's honestly one of the best tames, except you can only get them on 2 maps unless they're custom spawned, and the official maps that they spawn on is Lost Island and The Island, both in the swamp. So if you're on a Fjordor island on the server, you'd have to go to another map to get one of these things, unless they're custom spawned, but they're really buggy when they're custom spawned. Because when I tamed one on Ragnarok, I did it twice and it kicked me and it did a rollback, so I had to get it again. So it was like it was really buggy for that. So I had to go back to the islands to get one, but the reason why I wasn't able to get any more on the island, because apparently they didn't have like a respawn either. It didn't have an actual spawn, so the admin had to change that, and now they spawn pretty much everywhere, which is pretty good, because now I can actually get my hands on more than one and I can actually use them. Whereas when it comes to being other creatures, that is, or just any other creatures like the Carcharodontosaurus, I'd say would probably need a higher spawn, because despite the fact that they're really powerful, it's more the fact of I feel like between the Carcharodontosaurus and the Giga, I feel like the Giga still has a higher chance of spawning, I'd say. Because they broke Fjord, like, no questions asked. this Reaper is stupidly imprinted. Like, dude, it has like 20,000 movement speed. I'd say my favourite dino, I mean, I have like a couple of favourite dinos. I have like a top 5. What's yours? You there, Obi?
Yeah, man, mate.
Oh yeah, I thought your microphone was muted.
Yeah, it was for a minute.
Yeah, I thought your microphone was muted. I was like,
My
hello?
name is, if like normally my favourite water tank, I would say is a Moser. Land, normally I use Gigas and Tetlexus, and all the big animals really. I really haven't got a favourite tank.
I mean, my top 10 would probably be, okay, so I'm just going to go through them. So Andrewsarchus is one of like the definitely top tier creatures, I'd say, when it comes to Andrewsarchus. Reapers are definitely on there. Yeah, I'd say Reapers definitely on there. Spinos, Shadowmanes, Rock Drakes. Shadowmanes and Rock Drakes are definitely like top tier. X-Rexes, because of how they look, I'd say they're probably the most better looking out of the majority of the creatures next to Allos. Gigas and Karchers, yep. You already know they're on there. Thylas, Deinonychus are okay. They're pretty good. Bleed damage is pretty decent. Yeah, it's actually a big list. Like, there's only 10 creatures on there. Like, the rest of them are good. Just some of them do a bigger output than the rest. I need to do more testing with the Rinian Alpha. Okay, so in order to tame a Carcharodontosaurus, if you want to tame one of those, first of all you need to find one, and they're pretty rare. They share the same spawn point as a Giga, so you go to the Giga spawn locations and you'll find either one or the other. And once you do, you need to kill dinos in the area to feed the Carcharodontosaurus, because once you feed the creature with one of them, like a bar will show up, like a bar, and the more dinos you feed it, the more that bar's going to fill up, and once it's fully filled, it's like a friend mode that you and the Carcha get. It lasts about 10 minutes, and then you can ride the Carcha, and then once you've ridden it, you need to go around and kill dinos, which increases the taming effectiveness bar, which will have the Carcharodontosaurus tamed once it's filled up. So there are a couple of creatures that can like fill the bar up in one shot, so Spinos, Rexes, Basilisks work for me. Just anything big that'll fill the bar up in one shot when you're trying to get it to go friend mode. Anything smaller will not fill the bar within one hit, so you need to utilize bigger dinos in order to tame one of these things. And that is the taming of a Carcha. There's loads of videos about it on YouTube on how to tame one of them. There's loads of videos on YouTube on how to tame any creature if you're new to the game. So the current server that I'm on is Rex Rodeo, and Rex Rodeo, this is PlayStation players, and the creatures in question have okay, so the max wild is 700, level 700, and it's insta tames because of the high level. There is there's no cooldown for breeding, so there's no timer, so you can breed all day if you want to, and it's fast breeding, so you can breed a lot. There's fast breeding, there's an admin shop, there's events every 2 weeks. There's a lot to offer for this game, for the server in particular too. Oh, that was really enough I killed. Yeah, she said she increased the spawn point for the Minianathers, and that's what she did. You can't get them on Fjord, can you?
What's that?
Okay, so there's 2 maps that these new dinos spawn on, and that's Lost Island and The Island. They seem to like the maps with the word island in it, so there's only 2 maps that they spawn on, so you'd have to move to another map on the server if you want to get one of these things.
Unless the owners of the server
Custom spawn it.
Yeah.
The trouble with doing that though is that when I tried to tame one on Rag, it bugged out, kicked me off the map, and then it did a rollback, so I didn't have the creature, unless they fix it in the future as a custom spawn. So I don't know if they fixed it already or not, because they were on about fixing it when claiming the baby Rinianatha once it's born, so they were on about fixing it. I don't know if they have or not, but like when I was doing it, like it just wouldn't work on Rag. Like literally, I literally texted the admin, you've got to remove him unless they fix it, but it's honestly, it wasn't that good, to say the least. I mean, they're a powerful creature, and I would definitely recommend getting one, especially for PvP. Like, especially for PvP, definitely. Do you have one yet? Yeah, you'll need, especially for new players watching who wants one of these things, you're gonna need pretty much every food: kibble, meat, golden Hesperoni eggs. Like, when your dino gets impregnated and gets the cravings, it's gonna ask for literally anything.
One of the things I would say is if you've got a high level take what you're going to use, and you've already got the tech cloner unlocked, clone it so you don't lose your original take.
Yeah, yes, you can clone your original tame too, which would be the dino that you are impregnating, so you can definitely clone them in case, so you don't lose out on any of those problems, because if you're using a dino that you absolutely love, just clone it and you'll be fine, really. I'd say the cons with using a cloning chamber is that when you clone it and it's imprinted, you'll lose the imprint. So please be aware of that if you're using a cloning chamber. So just be aware of that when you're using it. And also, it's going to cost a lot of element shards. Because it's not cheap cloning creatures, it's really expensive.
Definitely if you're doing a Quetzal.
Yes, I mean, I don't use Quetzals, really. I don't use them.
I only use it because, like, I know that one of my friends said that it was a Quetzal egg, so yeah.
Yeah, Quetzal eggs, yeah. Yes, okay. Also, when your dino has cravings, when it's impregnated, eggs as well. Every egg, pretty much, I'd say, just grab every egg. Quetzal eggs, Karka eggs, Giga eggs, Bronto eggs. Those are the only few eggs that we know of. But it'll literally ask for anything. So it will literally ask for anything it can get its hands on, so. What servers are you on? I'm on Rex Rodeo. I'm still in Ark Apocalypse.
I'm on Ark Apocalypse.
What others are you on? Because I'm on Rex Rodeo. I'd say that's the most.
This is the only one what I actually play with.
Oh.
Obviously, you're an admin yourself.
I mean, I've not been an admin for too long. I was meant to be an admin. I was planning to become an admin in an older server I was in, but unfortunately it shut down, so I lost the opportunity.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, I've been an admin about 6 months after our server opened.
Yeah, I've currently been an admin for only like a couple of days. I've been in the server for a couple months. It's actually one of the newer servers, so I've not been here for too long, but I'm an admin now, so I can help new players if they watch the video and decide to join.
Yeah.
Discord is mandatory, so you can communicate with the others. Yeah. Lag is always going to be a thing in Ark. There's nothing anybody can do.
Oh yeah, totally.
There's nothing like, unless it's on the PS5, but even then it's lag everywhere, unless you're on a PC.
Yeah, that's the only thing I think what wouldn't get as much lag as console players is
Here's the thing, right? PS5 has lag too, right? And they're getting mods for Ark Survival Ascended coming out in August. Think of how laggy it's going to be then.
oh yeah.
And if we get it for PS4, well, yeah, it's just, I mean, we have. Okay, so how do I explain this? So basically what's happening with Ark Survival Evolved is Ark 2's been delayed for 2 years. 2 more years. Spring 2025 is when it's meant to be coming out. So, in order to apologise for that, they're giving us Ark Survival Ascended, which is just this game, but with the Unreal Engine 5 graphics. Instead of it being a free update like they said, they've gone back on themselves and you have to pay for the game. This new game, Ark Survival Ascended. Yeah, Ark Survival Ascended, but from the looks of it, it's not a new game. They've just copy and pasted Unreal Engine 5 on it.
Hopefully sort some of the bugs out as well.
Yeah, so basically they've decided that they can't fix this version of the game. It's like a janky version of Unreal Engine 4.1, which is what people have been saying on YouTube. Which I can agree with them, because the graphics on here is good. I'd say it's just PS4 standard, I'd say, for most games, unless it's like Call of Duty or something, you know, like the big companies that have like the engines and stuff. Whereas Wildcard's just a small company. I think there's only like 100 people in it. I think there's like 100 people in the studio of Wildcard playing this game, who made the game. And when this game first came out back in 2015, there was only 3 people in the studio. Only 3 people who made this game back in 2015. Now I think there's about like 100 or so people. So there's that. Yeah, there was not many people playing this game when it first came out. I meant to say, yeah, I was meant to say, like, not many people are making this game. There's only like 100 people in Wildcard now. And there was only 3 people when the game first came out, back in 2015. There's only 3 people in the studio. Now that's skill to make a game like that so many years ago. And now it's about 100 people, and the Rinian Alpha is apparently like the last dino we're going to get for this game. And they've actually confirmed that too, so... So in August we're getting Ark Survival Ascended, which is like the newer version of this with the Unreal Engine 5. So what are your thoughts on it? I
want to see what goes on.
I mean, I'll watch it on YouTube and stuff just to see what it looks like. From the looks of it, they've just copy and pasted Unreal Engine 5 on this, called it a separate game, and then slapped the price on it for something that we're already playing.
Yeah. That's one thing I think as well, because obviously when the DLCs come out, obviously we've got to pay for those again.
Yeah, so what they've done is they've made this game again, copy and pasted Unreal Engine 5 and called it a game. I called it a new game, so... Which is... Okay, so like on one hand, I'd say, well, it's still coming out for console, and it's something that we can get until Ark 2 comes out in the next 2 years. And we'll get mods for maps and new dinos and the additions mods, so people can play on that, and they're still adding more dinos to the Ark Editions mod as we speak. Like the Ceratosaurus is coming out for it, the Dino Cherius, which is like a... It's like another version of the Therizino. So they'll get mods for maps and dinos and other stuff. They'll have the Structures Plus mod. They'll have a lot of the stuff that PC has. But on the other hand, though, it's a piss take because we were promised an update and we didn't get it.
Yeah, in a way I do take, but at the same time, it's like what I've seen off so far, like the graphics, obviously rarities and stuff like that, is standing still. They look real, so there is proper like kind of movement to it.
Yeah, and they're on about dynamic water, so you'll have like ripples and waves in the water. Like that's what I'm saying. It's like on one hand it's a great idea, but on the other hand it's a piss take because it was meant to be an update, not a new game, and obviously that's not what it
should be.
Yeah, so because they first said it was meant to be a free update, which would have costed the same amount of storage as the fucking game itself. So because like some games are like that. Well, honestly, I mean, some people are for and against it. There's like a mixture of different feelings and results for what people feel about the game. So, and I can understand because it was meant to be a free update, and then they've gone back on themselves, and they were going to give us the Ark Survival Ascended bundle with Ark 2, but since Ark 2's been delayed, like the Ark 2 game's not with the bundle anymore. So, and it costs more money to pay for one game now, even though it was meant to be planned for 2 games, but because it's been delayed, Ark 2's been delayed until spring 2025 now, even though it was meant to come out this year. People can say it's a piss take because you're paying for 2 games essentially, but you're only getting one, and that's without the DLCs. So I can see for and against from both sides. So I can understand why people are annoyed with it. And the reason why I've not been uploading that much on YouTube is because I've been trying to research exactly what's going on, because I was originally planning to do the cover for Unreal Engine 5, and I was going to test it out, the update, and see what goes on with it. But since we're not getting that anymore, it's like, well, what am I going to do now? Like, I have to upload something, you know? So I think I'm just going to be doing, when it comes to YouTube, I think from now on I'm going to be doing Ark mostly Ark for YouTube from now on. Like, I'll be doing stuff like boss fights, taming stuff, tutorials. It's mostly going to be how to tame stuff, Ark tutorials, boss fights, how to get the new creatures, how to heal things, how to breed. All for new players, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of new players for the game. Obviously, especially new ones that want to play dinosaur-related stuff and they want to have fun, which is something nobody can deny. So I think I'm just going to be doing tutorials, boss fights, how to tame stuff, how to breed, your first day of the map. So, sounds like a good plan, and this will be on the server, so it does sound like a plan. For other games, I still have Minecraft. Like, Minecraft's still there, in case I need a break. So I guess that's just a plan for Ark, really. I mean, there isn't really much to cover because obviously what's been going on with Wildcard and how things are going to be going and like where's it going to go from here, and I can see why people are annoyed. I mean, I think it's great that we're getting another game to hold us over until Ark 2 comes out. I think it's great, but that's the result from a company that obviously there's not many people in the studio, so obviously things are going to take a while to create a game. Like, with just 100 people, I think it's like I think the people in Wildcard do have passion and they have talent to create stuff like this. Like, nobody's saying that they don't, but when the game first came out, June 2015 is when Ark came out in Wildcard Studios. There was only 3 people, and back then all you had was raptors, rexes, and fish. Like, we had no boss fights. We had none of that. There was no boss fights or anything. It was just straight up bare bones survival. And when the game started getting updated and we had more creatures, more attention was being brought to the game. And I don't know if you've heard about it, Obi, but I think Ark Mobile's getting a complete overhaul as well. They released it in the roadmap, so we have the new creature. Ark Mobile is getting a complete makeover.
Hopefully it does it better.
Because that was made by a separate team, but they're giving Ark Mobile a complete makeover, so that's going to look better. And for people who are watching, a Carcharodontosaurus is... oh, I can't really show because it's nighttime. It is one of these guys, if I can get into a better spot for light. One of these. Obi, have you seen Jurassic World? Jurassic World Dominion with the Giganotosaurus?
Yep.
The Carcharodontosaurus kind of looks like that, doesn't it?
It does.
It does. Like, it looks like the spitting image, except it's Ark's version of it.
Yeah.
That's really the only way I can describe it, because we have a Giga in the game, but it's different, completely different.
Yeah, the Giga in the game does not look like standard Giga.
No, it's a lot bigger. I mean, scientifically, the Spinosaurus was bigger than both the Giga, the Carcha, and the Rex. Like, scientifically, the Spinosaur would have been bigger. Because that thing would have been massive. Like what?
Same with the actual Rex anyway, because it's like when you've watched Jurassic Park, it's like the actual game doesn't give justice really to the teams.
No, not really. I mean, I would say Ark's pretty accurate, but I think the reason why the Karka and the Giga are so big is just because it's a game, and they want the game to be a challenge, especially when you're taming stuff. Even though most of the game is pretty accurate. I mean, people will say that raptors were much smaller. They were only like what, 3 or 4 feet tall with feathers. But the type of raptors in Ark are called Utah raptors, and they were actually the biggest kind of raptor. Their max height was about 7 feet tall, which is about the size of the raptors we have in Ark. So technically that is accurate because there's different species of raptor. And the Rhinianafa obviously would have been no bigger than an ant. But the reason why it's so big is because it's a challenge for the game. And the Gigas and Karkas are just like, the only reason why they're so big is because they want the game to be scary and they want you to have a challenge to survive. That's literally it. On Jurassic World Dominion, though, I've seen a lot of people posting memes about the Jurassic World's Giga and the Carcharodontosaurus. Like, I've seen a lot of memes about it, because they literally look the same. I'd say the Karka's better, because it increases damage per kill, and the Karkas that I currently have do like 100,000 damage. Apart from a stupidly overpowered imprinted Reaper, which does like 3 million damage, but that's because it's... Yeah, but that's because I'm an
Yeah, you're an admin.
I'm an admin, I can get one of these. I mean, I have a choice between a stupidly imprinted dino, or a creature that I can't tame, which would be a Reaper Queen, or 2 alphas. I didn't pick alphas because they don't eat the bodies when they kill. I don't pick a Reaper Cream because it's too big. So I just literally picked something random and picked a Reaper King. And because it has like 20,000 movement speed, I literally named it I Am Speed. I literally named it I Am Speed because if you run and jump, you'll be on the other side of the map within like 10 seconds. But if I'm going to be doing taming tutorials, Obi, for the game, for the channel, most of them are knockout tame, so that'd be pretty simple.
Yeah.
I mean, the majority...
I must admit, how doing tutorials like that for the new starters.
Yeah, for the new players as well, especially for service and stuff, because the levels going to be different, because people just buff up the levels on servers because of mods. So... Also, I don't know if you've got this bug on your server, but the Rhinianatha saddle costs points, and things are auto-engrammed for servers, and you don't get the points. The Rhinianatha is like trying to get you to cough up points, and it's a bit of a bug for my...
Just reminded me on that one. What level is it on?
90, level 90 I think it is. Let me search it up. It's level... yeah. Yeah, level 90. I just thought I'd remind you, because I don't know if other servers are going to have that bug, but some of them are auto-engrams without the points, and the Rhinianatha saddle costs points, but since you can't get points, like, you can't get it. I just thought I'd remind you, see if your server's having the same issue, because mine's having the same problem.
No, with us, where it's like, for example, basically, yeah, majority of our, what was it, our ingrams are unlocked, then you've still got the points on top of it for anything like, say, for example, the tech bridge, stuff like that. What is a point way of getting the item? We have got that on our server for members to come along and grab them.
Yeah. So really, I would suggest maybe commanding in a bunch of Ascendant ones and then just stick them in a vault for people to grab until the bug gets fixed.
Yeah. On that, it's like, obviously, over on our server, you can buy an Ascendant BP for either bushberry seeds, or if you've got credit from through the store, you can buy one through that.
I mean, I was given a Iridian Alpha for free.
Yeah.
Wait, can you not clone the Iridian Alpha? Oh, you can.
Oh, you can, yeah.
611,000 shards.
Yeah, and about 7 hours worth of cloning time.
Holy shit. Well, I was going to clone it, but never mind. I placed a... I placed a cloning chamber for nothing.
If you got, like, say for example, a level 600 giga, fully imprinted, not fully imprinted, fully mutated, do what I'm going to be doing, cloning the actual giga, like 10-15 times, and then just go look inside, go for 180, and possible chance of getting a 400 plus of the mutate.
I mean, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
600,000 to clone it once.
Yeah, I don't see the point of it. I'd rather just go and actually clone, like, say, for example, a Giga Archer, anything I'm going to use at a very high level, do it that way.
Yeah, I mean, I would clone my carcass, but the reason why I won't do it is because they're imprinted and I'll lose the imprint.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I won't do it. If that wasn't a thing, I would clone them all day long because it saves me having to breed them.
Yeah.
But like,
Well, yeah, you have that.
yeah. I have a stupidly imprinted Reaper King, but the imprint isn't actually showing on the skill tree. So if I clone that, do you reckon I'll get the same stats? Like 100 billion health.
No, you'll get it back to standard what it was when it first came, when you first got it.
Yeah.
And then you can see what levels they put into it, and then you can redo it again.
Yeah, it's because like I've got all the stats for it. I'm on the. I'm in its inventory now for looking at health and stuff, but the imprint bar's not there.
So that's strange.
Because the imprint on it's like 10,000. Hence why it's so overpowered. But the admin did it herself because I don't know how she's done it or not, but she never actually told me. She just gave it to me because I'm an admin now. I can get this stuff, so she never actually said how. But the imprint bar's not there, unless what she's done is she's commanded the Reaper in and then put the imprint quality on, because you can use that through commands.
Yeah, you can.
I reckon that's what she's done.
When it comes to you doing your admin work, What are you using for the commands? Are you using Ark Kitty?
Am I using what now?
Ark Kid.
Ark Kid.
Yeah.
What do you mean by Ark Kid? Because I can press the buttons in the game.
So on your mobile phone,
Yeah.
have you got Android or have you got like an Apple phone?
I have Samsung, so Android.
Right, so go to your Play Store.
Yeah.
Type in Ark Kid. This will actually give you all the commands for all the tames, saddles, and
Oh yeah, it's like I know, like I have Dodo decks for that stuff, but if I can do Ark Kid, Dodo decks is like the same thing.
Yeah, it is, but Dodo Dex is kind of out. It's years old. They haven't done an update for a long time.
Oh, I already have it installed. I searched up Radio Nafa and there's no results yet. They need to update that. I can do everything else. It says quality 10. Do I have to increase that? Like it comes up with 2.
When you do it, so for example, when you're looking at something, if you put, so if it's a 10, you can actually, so whatever level you want to bring up, you change the quality number to what it needs to be. So if you're bringing in 270, you put in 180.
Alright. I don't see Andrew Sarkis here either. It does it in alphabetical order. I'm not seeing Andrew Sarkis. Unless I type it. Oh, I've got it now. Okay, so I just had to put in the map for Fjord. Yeah, you should have to type the name in manually. But the last time this was updated was the 27th of Jan. But since the Vinian Alpha just came out, I can understand why. I mean, Dodo Dex works fine. It's got the Vinian Alpha on there, so I don't need Ark IDs for that. So
yeah, sometimes it's like certain times, like for example, if you're using a GFI code or SDF, it comes in a lot handier.
yeah, I've got Ark IDs and I've also got Dodo Dex, but Dodo Dex works better because the Vinian Alpha is already on there, and it was already on there. It was already on there before the new Dino came out, but it had the original look of what it was going to look like. So. It looks pretty good actually. Okay, so this is what it looks, if I can back it up a bit. I don't know if this is a new bug or not though, because like when you I mean obviously it's a bug, but when you dismount it, you go into third person. When you dismount, you go into third person. I don't know if that's a bug or not. I mean, it still works fine.
Yeah.
Like, it's a perfect creature. I mean, since I'm an admin now, I can paint this. But obviously, you need a passcode to enter the admin thing, so I don't want to do that on stream in case new players come and use it and take the piss with it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that off camera. Because I don't want new players to come and see it and then watch my video and then take the piss with it. I can just see the list of people getting banned getting bigger and bigger.
Oh yeah, totally, mate. I understand that one.
And then I'll probably get kicked for leaking it accidentally. I mean, obviously, like, I still have to follow the rules where I can't take the piss and, like, abuse spam, like, 20 creatures. Obviously, that's a rule, but the only thing I've been using the commands for is, like, painting all my stuff. And that's all I've been using it for. So yeah, so what it is like I mean I'm an admin now, so I can use my commands, but I'm not allowed to, like, obviously you can't take the piss with it still, which is obviously a rule. So I mean, no, you're not allowed.
What, even if they break the rules?
If they break the rules, then obviously you tell them off, but the rule is, okay, so let me search up the admin rules. You have to hold yourself to a high standard to set the precedence for players. Okay, so no red gunning players.
Not even if they say, for example, they've built a base out render.
Oh, you can do that, but you have to report any rule breaking. It's a separate rule, so you can't red gun, but you can report it.
Report it, and then if they don't follow it, then Max will take it into the owner's hand, or an admin, like however it is, or our server.
Yeah, it's like I'm the only admin who's on, because like none of the other admins are online currently for reasons I'm not allowed to say. So
yeah, that's obviously at the end of the day, it's other people's servers.
I mean, the other admins like aren't on for reasons I'm not allowed to say. You know, just personal shit, basic stuff. So
Family issues.
yeah. I mean, I don't know, like, the full extent of it anyway, so I can't even go in depth with it, but I don't think I'd be allowed.
Yeah.
So, there's that. So, I think I'm the only admin on. Yeah, I think I'm the only admin on right now. So yeah. I mean, I'm allowed to put an admin flag up now, I just need the colours for it. I've got 1 out of 2, so yeah, our max wild is level 700, and when you tame them, they become a 1050.
Nice.
And what's yours, like 180 in it?
180 for max level on standard, 220
For eggs.
Obviously, you know this, so then you know the.
I know what it is, because there's one.
Animals.
because it's for tech, and then it's 205. It's for what's for eggs? So 200 and.
Well, max level tech dino, it all depends because some of them are 2 to 8s, 216s. It all depends on what type of animal it is. Then obviously it depends on the stat of the tame. The egg could be lower than the actual main level crystal or whatever you're doing.
Oh, here we go. So 180 for basic dinos, 216 for tech, and 228 for rock drake and wyverns, and I think it'd be like 270 for crystal ones. Yeah. And apparently you have PvP now, and it started 6 days ago.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, we did try PvP in the past, but we wasn't getting a lot of people interested.
Yeah, there's not enough demand for it. I don't think PvP really is like a thing for most servers, I'd say. Because there's not really that much demand for it, I'd say. Because everybody's into what PvE, because people don't like killing each other for some reason.
Yeah. I think most people now who plays unofficial, they prefer to play PvP, so they can actually like just do boss fights, get the max level dino, what they can on depends on obviously depends on the setting of the server they're on.
Yeah, like
this.
yeah, and it's also like dino stats as well, and
Yeah.
basic. So it's like, obviously, like, there's different levels of dinos and, like, change the stacks and everything, which is why I feel like you can never nerf a dino in the game, because you can change the settings of the stats for the dinos, like melee damage, health and stuff, which is why it's impossible to nerf a dino, because you can just, oh, they've nerfed a dino, let me just buff up the melee damage, like, you know what I mean? It's like you can't nerf something because people will find out and then increase the stats and then just get it back to normal.
Yeah.
Like it never, like it's never gonna happen. Do you have any Carcharodontosauruses on that server? I've not been on in a while. I don't think you had any.
Yeah, we've got the carcass.
Nice.
Because I know it should be on every map. Any place where a giga spawns.
They're on any map. It's the Rinian Nafa, the new one, which isn't on any map.
What, the giant bee, what we've been talking about?
Yeah, the Sky Giga. It's that there's it's only two maps that these. It's only two maps that they're on, unless they're custom spawned. It's the Carcharodontosaurus. So it's the Carcharodontosaurus that spawns on every map naturally. It's the Rinian Nafa that's only on two maps unless it's been custom spawned.
So yeah, ours has been custom spawned, so they're on rag over in the swamp area.
Yeah, there's crystal owls, which have been spawned on the sand dunes, like the desert, for crystal owls. And apart from that, there's Lost Island and The Island for my server.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it on Lost Islands because Lost Islands
Buggy as fuck.
Laggy. Yeah, laggy and buggy.
When it first came out, it was fine, it was perfect, but then they updated it and then they fucked it up.
Yeah, and it's like
You can never perfection a game like this. It's like it just won't happen.
Yeah.
It just isn't gonna happen.
No.
It's not going to happen. It's fact. Which honestly, that's my problem with it. Is that when Lost Island first came out, it was perfect down to the last little detail, and then they thought it needed fixing, even though it didn't, and then they updated it, and then they butchered it. But it's like they're fixing issues that aren't actually issues, and when they do fix issues, they just double the problems. Because the only problem that they had with Lost Island was a couple of little bugs, which was normal, and then when they fixed the bugs, they caused all the lagging problems. And because of how big Lost Island is, like that's another problem, because the PlayStation systems can't run like massive things unless it's like COD or something like that, because they're such a big company.
Yeah. Like, yeah, COD can deal with it.
But Ark can't. And it's also a serious problem because Ark's less graphic than COD, so so in a way, when it comes to the new like Ark Survival Ascended, imagine what this game would be like on PS4 with Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah.
Like, just imagine that. Like, it'd be unplayable. It'd be unplayable. I wouldn't be able to play it. Which is weird, because there are many PS4 games that have Unreal Engine 5, just like many games that are on PS4, and they're pretty stable, to be honest. It's like Sons of the Forest that just came out.
Yeah.
That's fine. Outlast is good. But because of the state of Ark, it just can't run. There's only so much it can run. Which is a problem for new players as well, because they're going to be experiencing it as well.
Yeah.
Which is something I needed to bring up, because it's like they're making this new game for Ark Survival Ascended when all it is this game with Unreal Engine 5 copy and pasted.
Yeah.
But the only reason why they're doing that is because they can't fix this game, but all they're doing is putting the new graphics on the exact same game. So I feel like it's not going to change anything, apart from it being a PS5 exclusive, but Ark was already a PS5 game. And it's the exact same maps, the only difference is they have mods. That's the difference. It's mods, there's no difference. And it's worse because people are stuck playing it until Ark 2 comes out in 2 years' time. Woo. But the thing is, though, if Ark 2 needs 2 years worth of extra time, imagine the state it would have been in if it released this year, because it was planned to. How unfinished is that game? If they need 2 years worth of extra time, they're not doing much with it.
No.
Like, they're not doing much with it if they need 2 extra years of extra time. I don't understand that.
No, not right, mate.
Somebody commented on my stream. Riverdale lover currently. Hi. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, if they need two extra years of extra time for Ark 2, and it was meant to come out this year, imagine the state it would be in. How unfinished is that game? I genuinely want to know now. How unfinished is that game? How are you? I'm alright actually. How's it going? Glad to be back to YouTube. Glad to be back. The last time I did a video was 10 months ago when I was doing the solo video of Ark. When so basically what I was going to do for that solo series is I was going to be taming every single domesticatable creature on Ark, and yes, I mean all of them. Do you need a tribe, mate? Hey, someone's actually... Do I need a tribe, mate? I can't tribe with non-admins. If you want to join the server, if you want to join the server, just ask.
I knew this, or how long have you been back for?
How long? Yeah, I've been playing Ark for over a year, but this person is because the person I'm commenting on my videos, they're asking if I need a tribe.
Yeah, I hear that you need to try.
How long have you been playing Ark for? Comment it down below. Because if it's someone who's been playing for a while, then they'll know what they're doing.
Yeah, I recommend looking for, obviously, going to a big server so you can get big trade with berry seeds, that kind of stuff.
They've been playing for 3 years.
Oh, that's good, so he knows what he's doing.
Okay, so they'll know what they're doing then, but I think they'll still need help with the new creatures, the Karka and the Vinyanatha, like this guy. Yeah. I mean, then again though, the Karka's been out since November, so I'm sure everybody knows how to tame one of them. So they've been playing for 3 years. So so this person who's commented has been playing for 3 years. So let me just explain real quick. Okay, so there is a Facebook page called Ark Survival Evolved PS4 and PS5 unofficial servers. If you go into that, it has a search bar, so you can search what name of the server specifically you want. If you search up Rex Rodeo, it'll show up with the advertisements with the Discord. You're gonna need the Discord before you join. It's so you can communicate with the admins, because you can get starter packs with creatures. So the person who's watching this is gonna have to do that before joining. But if they've been playing for 3 years, at least they know what they're gonna be doing.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
it was a newbie, I'd say you'd have to search it up on YouTube first, I'd say, or another server that actually helps them out. But I'd recommend YouTube if it's a newbie. But this person's been playing for 3 years now, so. It also depends on the age as well, though, because some of them are age restricted. You know, the servers, you have to be a certain... You know what I mean?
Yeah. If he's looking for a family server, then yeah, he's more than welcome to come and join our server. Because that's what it's built for, his family.
Oh, the 19. Oh, that's fine then. Oh, that's fine then. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go and get the link. Oh, I don't know how to copy and paste links though for Discord. It's honestly annoying.
So you go up to the main part of the Discord, where you've got all your pages, that one where it says the name, do it from there, and copy it from there.
Like, yeah. Before you continue though, I just want to point out that the Facebook page has an Ark Survival Ascended group already. Okay, so the name of this is for the person who's actually watching the video. So the name of the Facebook page is Ark Survival Evolved PS4, PS5, PvE servers. That's the name of the page. It has 10,000 members. If you've not joined it already, join that group. And then in the search bar, search Rex Rodeo, and then you'll find the advertisement, and then it'll come up with the Discord link, and then you can access the Discord group that way. Because I also wanted to live stream to advertise the server too. Been playing for 3 years. Oh, that's fine then. I mean, if that's what it is, then it's fine. So no issues. So Obi, your server is family friendly, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So it's like all ages, is it?
All ages, and it's family related. And at the same time, so if people have got full-time jobs and they just want to play occasionally,
that's fine, because obviously people have lives in the real world than they are with video games. It's like, like I'm aware of that. I like to do that, but I also want to turn, because what's your PS?
zombie apocalypse.
They're asking for my PlayStation username. Should I type it?
Yeah, go for it. If they want to, you can add mine as well.
I'm in the party with yours, though. I can send you a friend request.
Yeah. Well, we were already friends.
I thought so too. Let me check. Yeah, just send me it. I was just about to send you. Yeah, I was just about to send you a friend request anyway. I thought we were because we were talking. Yep, I got it. Oh man, like it's glad to be back to live streaming again. I'm just glad to be back, man. Like the last time I live streamed was almost a year ago. It's like, oh shit, I need to get back to it. I accepted it, pal. It's like I like live streaming. It's just glad to be back, Obi. Honestly.
Yeah.
Only 2 people are watching though. I think one of them is me because I've got to check the comments.
Yeah.
And then there's them who wants to join.
Yeah.
Okay, well I'm going to pause in case they can't read what I've typed, but like if they're still watching the video, I'm on pause on the server, and if you look at the right, it shows up with the names of the players that are actually on the server. The top one is mine. Oh, I think that's them. No, it's a friend request.
One man. No, I haven't made one. I haven't made one.
Both microphone audio and gameplay are being broadcasted. Why is it showing up like 13 times?
Hey, what's that?
Oh, you know when I close out to go into like friend requests and stuff, it shows up with, because only microphone and gameplay and audio are being broadcasted, but it spams that in and out like 5 times to cause stuttering.
No idea on that one.
Unless it's just me, like I'm just misreading it, but
It could be like basically it's picking up the mic slightly because I've noticed that when you're in game chat. So basically, if you're not even talking and you're just slightly breathing too close to the mic,
I'm
it
not
puts
breathing. I'm not breathing, I'm
Yeah.
vaping.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, I'm vaping or breathing, it can pick it up slightly.
Oh yeah, I think that's what it's doing. Like, but because other people that I'm in on parties do the same thing.
Yeah, and at the same time, it depends what type of headset you've got as well.
Turtle Beach.
Yeah,
You know, like the basic one.
yeah, they pick up everything.
That's what I like about them though, so I don't have to constantly fiddle about with my audios just so I can get the perfect sound quality.
Yeah.
Because if I had any other headset, it's completely and utterly mandatory.
Yes, okay, dear.
Alright. Yeah, fair enough. Vimto. Oh, it turns out they were talking shit. Oh, that fucking guy who said he was playing for... But he's in the server.
Okay.
He said he was joking, but he's on the server. Now I'm getting suspicious.
Yeah, I would be.
What should I do?
Well, let him just.
No, I'll
shit if he, it's like sooner or later, it's like come across a tame what he's gonna try to tame, and most likely, honestly, you know, there's passive team in there, knockout team, and so on. So he's going to come up to one of them.
The only people who's online is me and him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's already in the server. He's on the island. So he does play the game, but how long for?
Best way to find out is one, going onto his profile, get him to go to his website, and then check on his pointers and how many epic mortality, how many hours.
You mean go in his profile and see how long he's been playing it for? Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah. If they're rusting, they're all gone. That's the text messages I wouldn't be able to get off.
Yeah, like he's texting me in game.
I'm coming in game to see what he says, mate.
What, on the server?
Yes, mate.
You're actually joining the server that I'm on?
Yes.
Okay, well I'm on the island, so just go on that one.
I've joined your profile.
Oh, oh, okay. I mean, he asked if I was mad, and I'm like, well, you commented on my stream. Like, I wasn't mad, I was just... Me.
What zone are you
Hmm?
in? What area are you in on the island?
Herbivore Island. He asked if I was mad at him. Like, I'm not mad. I just thought it was a bit suspicious. I mean, he plays Ark at least.
Yeah.
I mean, who wouldn't?
Yeah.
He asking if I can...
Say it's what is it? Different servers, party chat. Say it's a different party server what I play in, and it
What I'm saying is, it's a different server party.
Yeah, different server party.
Can you invite me to, like, fairs?
Wouldn't be able to. We could start one up and invite him that way.
We could. So what you lied about his age and his fucking gaming experience, but he plays Ark, so at least one thing was right.
Yeah,
That's about because he said he was joking about the rest of it. Now I'm actually getting suspicious. And since I'm an admin, I have to report on this stuff, so...
yeah.
I mean, I can probably get him to join the current server. Yeah, that's what I reckon. Are you good to make that one then, and I can join you on there? It's just like, I need to text a Discord server that I'm currently on. Just come to Herbivore Island. The teleporters are open.
Yeah.
My
I've got to swim over there first.
Use a TP. Oh my god.
I haven't got it. Right, rest in this TP. Hang on. TP me to you.
I don't know how that works. There are a bunch of what are your chords? What are your chords?
My chords I'm straight opposite Herbivore Island. Right, yeah, I'm opposite Herbivore Island, heading towards where the swamp begins.
I'm on Herbivore Island.
Yeah, I'm heading over there now.
So just come to Herbivore Island, and then you'll see like a big base with rock drakes and stuff. Yeah, I'm there. Oh my god.
So there's been a party set up in a minute.
Yeah, when he does, we'll have to explain to him that he needs to join the Discord and register his PSN and shit before he gets added to the party chat, because I can't add him until he's done that. So.
Yeah.
First stream being back after a year, and we've already got a newcomer. Yeah, you'll have to make it with me, him, and you.
Yeah. What I do is I'll add him in. If he's already added you as a friend, then you add him.
Like, I would do it now, but you're in another party, and I don't want like add random people that aren't part of the server. So if we just make a separate one for me, you, and him, then we can talk to him that way. Oh my god.
Right.
Oh, he's about to do the Discord thing. Obi, if you want, you can join this server.
Yeah, thank you. Just for the fun of it.
You'll need the Discord though.
Yeah. Well, you've got nothing closed off.
What are you talking about?
This part here, like your doors.
Because nobody can access it unless I unlock it. Oh,
Yeah,
there you are. There you are, Obi.
Give me 2 minutes, I will make a new party.
But yeah, this is what the Sky Giga looks like. It's geometric right now, but there we go. It's done, so it should. Alright, I'm gonna invite him now. Alright. Alright, he's in. Get his mic. You're right. Yeah, there he is. Oh yeah, it's alright. Box base.
Yeah.
It's a box again.
Yeah. When you come back over to our server, drag A and have a look at my base, mate.
Yeah, I'll probably do that when the stream ends.
Yeah.
I'm just covering what's going on with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the new creature looks like.
Yeah, look cool,
Don't look too bad, does it? Yeah, they've done another community vote. For Scorched Earth, it's for Solozuchus, it's just another crocodile, basically. Because Art 2's been delayed for another 2 years, and they realised they can't fix the broken game that we're playing now, so hence why they're making this, like, basically this, and they're just copy and pasting the Unreal Engine 5, and they're making us pay for it. Not only that, it's for PS5 only. Yeah, that's PvP. The rest of them are PvE. Okay, so they're doing a new creature for Scorched. They're doing one for Rag. I reckon the next one will be either Aberration or Extinction. Ark Survival Ascendant's gonna have mods, so people will just mod in the maps.
Yeah, so there will be a couple of modding maps what people can add.
Yeah, so I don't think PS4's getting it because Sony's never really allowed mods because of the hacking shit that happened a few years ago.
Yeah.
And it's happening the same with Call of Duty right now. Yeah, so what's going on with Call of Duty right now is millions of people on Black Ops Cold War getting hacked. And they're doing it with the newer CODs as well, like Modern Warfare and 2 and Warzone 2, even though, like, as of right now, nothing's getting reported because of it, so, but that's all, like, they're telling us, so. So how long have you actually been playing Ark for then? I've been playing for over a year, so, but I only got this game because it was free on PlayStation Plus. That was last March. I only picked it up because it was free. And we can't join tribes because I'm an admin, and I can't
Yeah,
tribe
know
up
that,
with
mate.
non-admins.
So, yeah, I know that.
It's just a basic rule. I mean, I can do that on PvP. I just can't do that here.
Yeah. Right, so I'm on 57%. I'm 482 hours you've been playing for.
408 or so over a week. Oh no, that's like 2.5 weeks, isn't it?
2.5.
You look at mine, I've got like over 1,000 hours in it.
I've got 5,674. That's how long I've been playing for.
Wait, how many hours are in a year? And that'll tell you mine. So there is 8,760 hours in a year, so I think mine's close to that. Yeah, mine's gonna be about round about close to it, so. Yeah, I'm British.
Same here. It's round about, he's been playing for just under a complete 3 weeks.
Yeah. See how many hours I've been playing? I genuinely want to know. Like, I genuinely want to know how many hours I've been playing.
2 seconds.
Yeah, like the rest of them are PvE. I think the ones that are missing are the Center and Lost Island, but Lost Island's PvP, so at least it's
So, yeah,
been
you've
added
played
technically.
for 2,057 hours.
Is that mine?
Yeah, that's yours, mate.
Yeah, that's how long exactly like we've been playing for. So you've been playing for like 5,000 hours.
Yeah, I have, yeah. Plus, if I actually add on to my, say for example, obviously you get the Xbox console as well. If you add that onto it, you could basically, I've been playing since beta.
What, years ago?
Yeah, years ago, mate. Yeah,
Oh
I
my.
know, yeah.
Okay, so. Okay, so he's been playing for just under 3 weeks.
Yes.
You.
You've been just playing for over 3 weeks. Off and on. Yeah, so 480 odd hours, so that would be 7 times that by 24, well,
How many
7
hours
times
are in a
24.
week?
There's 24.
160. Oh, so yeah, so about 400 hours. Yeah, so about 3 weeks. Yeah, around about 3 weeks. So. It's not showing up that you joined the Discord. It's not showing up that you've joined the Discord. Eh. I'm just gonna refresh it. Yeah, I think my main purpose of live streams is going to be just advertising the server and getting new players coming on.
Yeah.
But it's also going to be for myself as well.
Yeah, totally.
Like, so it's going to be for myself as well, because I need to get back into streaming again. Because the last time I streamed was almost a year ago. Yeah, I need to get back into doing it. I've not been doing it that much. I was going to do a separate server on single player for Fjord where I'd tame all the creatures domesticatable on Ark, but I only did one video and that's all I did after that, and then I did another video showing that I tamed 2 Megalosauruses, but nothing else came of it, so I think I'm just going to be doing this one as a different series where I'm just going to be on the server showing people how to do shit. I've been doing, I mean, the main channel as a whole I've had for a few years, but back then when I first had it, I wasn't really doing much with it, unless it was like Call of Duty Black Ops 3, when I was still playing that. And then Black Ops 4 came out and I started playing that. Most of it was mostly Cold War, no, most of it was mostly Black Ops, Zombies and Minecraft based. Like this was like years before Ark was even a thing for me, so this was before I even started playing it, so it was mostly Minecraft and just zombie stuff, zombie games in general. I have 7 Days to Die, which was a zombies game. Call of Duty, I've still got that. I've still got that on disc. I'm still waiting for it to get updated. They reckon it's going to take at least a year. Yeah, it's nothing like Ark. You can't just buff up your health or anything. It's a little more difficult. It's a little more difficult, I'd say. Yeah, so it's like it's not been updated in almost like 5 years, but that's because like the people who actually made the game, well, yeah, it's still in alpha. Alpha 21's yet to come out. Yeah, at one point they lost the rights to console, but they got them back, so they're gonna fully finish it on PC, and then they're gonna update the consoles for it. Currently they're talking to a publisher, so they're gonna update PS5 and the new Xbox for it first, and then they're gonna backport it for older consoles. But that means that we're gonna have to buy the game again, but it's gonna be on a massive discount. Yeah, it's good. I mean, I got 7 Days to Die for Christmas, so. And I got this. Yeah. Yeah, me and Obi are still in the island. Hey Obi,
Yes.
have you joined the Discord yet?
Not yet, mate. I'm going to be getting off in a minute.
Oh.
My little ones, my two kids are out, so well, going to be out in a minute.
Alright.
But yeah, I'll message you up on Discord later.
Yeah,
And
do it in a
get
do it
link
in a
that way.
bit. Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
do
I'll
it in
do
a
it.
bit and see what happens.
Yeah.
To be fair, I could just private message you and give you the link that way.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It'd be easier to do it through Discord, so obviously you're in our other Discord chat. So if you send it on in private through Discord to me on that.
I could press the invite button, I could send it to you that way.
Yeah. But that's the thing, we don't want to put it into, oh yeah, do the invite on that then, yeah.
I mean, I've copied the link.
Yeah. And then you just find your friends.
Okay, so as Ark Apocalypse, I can get you. I can
No.
get your name that way.
Yeah. And you just add me.
So I can get your name that way. So what's your name on that?
Twisted OB, no, Twisted 6616.
All right. So. Yeah, I've got you. Okay, so Twisted, I've sent it to you.
Yep.
And what is... Oh, I can't pronounce his name. What is Jeremiah's name on Discord? Loverdale. Because OBF sent you the link. Alright, sweet. Okay, so that's on the welcomes. And there's the chit chat where... Yeah, obviously the stats going to be different. So Loverdale is... that guy. That's his Discord name, isn't it? Okay, so what's his hashtag? Yeah, it's probably why I can't find him in a search bar. At least it... Yeah. Yeah.
But only
Yeah.
basically guys, and I will catch you later.
462... Okay, OBC, yeah.
Yeah.
So 46283. Alright. So Loverdale, and that's... Huh. Well, guys, where is... There we go. Okay, so OB... Alright guys, well, I'm just going to end the video here because, it seems like everybody's left now, so... And hopefully they'll join back later, and... So I think for the channel I'm going to be doing tutorials for Ark when it comes to taming dinos, crafting stuff, breeding stuff. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff for the content, so I'm going to be coming back to the channel. My next stream, I don't know when that's going to be, so I'll just stream whenever I can, so... Thank you very, very much for tuning in to me, and I will be seeing you guys in the next video, so it's ACFGaming signing off, and it's glad